Good morning, everybody. This is Tonetta coming to you with, I guess, a video of the day. I was sitting up here getting ready for work this morning, and I was thinking about like life patterns. I guess in my life, things I've learned, things I've realized that I do every time that I'm triggered, things that I realized that I do to whether it's to keep somebody in my life or that kind of thing. I was realizing that this morning, so I want to come in. I forgot to cut this off. Come in and do this video for you all this morning. I was just thinking about some things. Good morning, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in as well. Who else? Who is that? Onswar, Wendy, Susan, and Kenneth. Thank you all for tuning in this morning. But I was thinking about patterns this morning when I was getting up, getting dressed for work, and I was like, okay, that I knew that I had to come on to make this video because I know I'm not the only one that's dealing with learning life patterns and those kind of things at all. I know that I'm not. And good morning, Abaddon. Good morning, Deetra. Thank you both for tuning in as well. And as far as, I can't speak for all of you, but as far as my life and patterns and those kind of things, actually yesterday, it didn't dawn on me. I knew it already. I just have not faced it. I guess I put it that way. But I know I have a learned pattern of telling, well, I know I always give my 2 cents about stuff. I always give people my opinion about things. But I'm realizing that sometimes when I do that, well, at times, I know it has. I ain't gonna say at times. It probably has many a times. Have hurt people's feelings, or it may have came out the wrong way. I guess my ex-husband's on here. He can tell you that as well. But I'm sure it probably came out the wrong way, even though I mean well. But I realized that, like I said, I realized that a long time ago. But I realized that in total yesterday. Also, other life patterns. I've had other patterns of trying to hold on to people, as far as not just relationship wise, but actually any relationship, whether it's not just people but work or I mean a job or a friendship, relationship, or whichever the case may be, just somebody that I know, that kind of thing. Or I've had patterns of also of trying to, in the past, it hasn't been recently at all, but in the past, of trying to please everybody and trying to be the, I guess, superwoman, because I had a Wonder Woman shirt around here somewhere. I don't have it on today, but I'll probably wear it tomorrow or something. But just trying to please everybody, and whether it's taking somebody to the store all the time because they're asking for it, just to say, oh well, she's in my life and she's going to keep doing that. And like I said, at some point people realize that you're doing all those things. And I'm reading a book. I'll post a book later on today, actually. This book talks about that as well. It's called The Woman Code. And like I said, I post the picture of it later on. But it talks about that as well, as far as you realizing those patterns in your life and where you can break those patterns. And like I said, I realized a whole lot of other patterns as well. But I mean, as far as breaking those patterns, I'm working on that now. I guess I can say that. You said, oh, Deetra, Lord have mercy. Well, people can't help because they're ugly, Deetra. Lord have mercy. I'm sorry. I hope you didn't mean it that way. Lord have mercy. Deetra. But good morning to you as well. But like I said, it's breaking those patterns. You have to realize within yourself, because nobody's going to tell you to break a pattern at all. You have to realize the things that you're doing over and over again that's causing whatever kind of situation. Whether it's a situation, whether you're in a domestic violence relationship, that's a pattern as well. A pattern of I guess, of abuse and low self-esteem, low self-worth. A pattern that you feel helpless, you don't know how to do things on your own, that kind of thing. You have to depend on somebody all the time. That's a pattern as well. Because I lived in a household. My mother was abused like that. I recognized then that was a child, those patterns. And, oh, I'll forgive you, and then go back to the same kind of abuse again. Sometimes we just get stuck in those, not just abuse, but there's drug use patterns as well. Sometimes there's, of course, relapses. I don't know if Barbara's on here, but she deals with or works with those who are addicted to drugs and those kind of things as well. And she talks about relapses sometimes as well, which that happens a lot in those who do use drugs. I mean, I grew up in a household with those who use drugs and some other family members and that kind of thing as well. So like I said, at some point you have to realize people can tell you all day long that they see you doing this or they see you doing that, but it does not matter. If you don't see that within yourself and realize that you're either causing destruction or causing somebody else destruction, or you're whether, I guess, with me giving my 2 cents and hurting people's feelings, those kind of things, whether it's meant to hurt the feelings or not, you have to realize those patterns within your life and realize that you want to change those patterns. That's why I got these little squares, all these patterns this morning on this, I don't know what it's called, I guess on the filter this morning. But like I said, you have to realize that. and start working on those things. I'm working on those things now. I mean, I've been working on some of them already in the past, but as far as me giving my 2 cents, and which I won't say 2 cents, but I guess giving my advice to people. And I know some people aren't ready to hear the truth at times. I know that already. I've been knowing that. To me, everybody should hear the truth. That's just how I've always done to myself and done to others, which I know that, like I said, some people are just not ready to hear that kind of truth yet. And some will, of course, not like you for it. Some will hate you for it. And they'll sometimes come back and tell you that they realize this, they realize that. But I just have to learn, I guess it's as of yesterday and this morning, I just have to learn how to realize what part of my advice to give and how to give it. I guess I put it that way. Because sometimes I can come off as like a pit bull. I guess I say that because I don't know what other way to put it. But all down somebody's throat and giving somebody my opinion on how their life should look based off of how I think their life should look. And I know that everybody's life is not going to look like mine. And it's not going to look like yours. And it's not going to look like whoever's life. It's going to look like your life or whatever you want your life to look like. But like I said, I have to realize that and realize how to work with people, because I've always been like that as far as forcing my views upon somebody, forcing the way I think somebody's life should go up on them. I guess I put it that way. Not saying that I'm not listening to them, not saying that I'm not listening to their opinion or how they want their life to go, but I just always see how these patterns as well will affect their lives, and they may not see it right then. But like I said, I usually see that for some reason. I don't know. I guess it's a gift. I'm really not sure why, but I always see those patterns and those things in other people's lives that they sometimes don't look at. And I can see how some things that they may do will affect their life, their lives, their situation later on. But like I said, I'm definitely trying to work with that. I guess I can say that. And if anybody has any advice from me, please do leave it below. I don't mind taking advice. I always look for advice and constructive criticism. That's not a problem. And my feelings will not be hurt, trust me. Whatever you have to say, I don't get offended very easily at all. But like I said, I'm realizing those things. Just trying to think about some things as far as my life, not just with my life, and as well as other people's lives as well. Because like I said, I know I'm not the only one who are going through things like this, or who think about the patterns in their lives and how it's been destructive or how it's been good, or whichever the case may be. But like I said, I know we all have to at some point sit down, reflect, and think about those things. And sometimes it takes another person to actually draw those things out and make you think about those things as well. So keep that in mind. Whether it's my giving advice, and sometimes you're like, oh, fuck this, she said something wrong and they don't make any sense, that's how she want to live, that kind of thing, which I know it comes off like that, but trust me, I love you all, I mean well. I just know I have to sometimes learn how to say things in a different way. I guess I put it that way, because I've always had that issue. And I don't know if my ex-husband's still on her or not. I swear if he's still on her, you can feel free to comment, but because I know was always told that I say things and I don't think before I speak, which I didn't think before I speak. The stuff just popped in my head, and that's what I said. And usually it wasn't wrong, but I mean, just the way that it came out. So like I said, I'm really trying to work on that now. I guess I can say that as I realized some things yesterday and dealing with somebody in my family and that kind of thing. So I'm definitely trying to work on that. So like I said, if anybody else, I'm sure some other people on here or whoever catch the replay has went through those kind of situations as well. So if you have any advice, like I said, definitely leave it below. I do not mind. And I'm going to go back here and read some of your comments. I have not. And thank you, Gypsy Rain, for tuning in as well this morning. And great success to you as well, Abaddon. I saw your picture with Damon John. You go ahead. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's awesome. I'm sure he was a joy to meet, I'm sure. And Wendy, you said same here. You mean well too, but people take heart too quickly. Yeah, people do take things to heart really quickly and get offended very easily. I'm not one that gets offended very easily at all. I mean, I've been called all kind of names, racial names, all kind of things. I really do not get offended that easy at all. Unless you're trying to physically attack me, then yes, I'm going to try to attack back or get offended, that kind of thing. But some people do take a lot of things very, very personal. We just had this conversation at work last week, actually, about people taking things so personal, especially when I can't say because I work around women. I've always worked around women because I'm a social worker, and that's mostly what's in that field, or helping fields, that kind of thing. There are some men there, but it's not as many. But the women I work with and the women I've known in my life, yes, they take a lot of things personal. I've learned that. That's why I seem to gravitate more towards men. They don't seem to take things personal a lot like that. They, of course, just think about it, go ahead and move on with their day. But I'm just like, sometimes, not any offense to any women on here, but in my experiences and those kind of things, yeah, I have been just just all kind of situations with women, and it's like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, and getting into arguments, and I'm just like, what in the world? I didn't even say anything that I thought was going to offend you, but like I said, it happens. A lot of people are very, very, very sensitive nowadays for some reason. I'm not sure why. In my eyes, you need to get some goddamn backbone, because I mean, the way the world's going, there's no way to live in a world where you can just everything is bothering you all the time. Like I said, I know that's me saying that. I've got my backbone a long time ago, but it just seems like a lot of people nowadays are very offensive with a whole lot of things. And the way that people are, the way that people act, and the way that the things that's going on in the world, you can't afford to live like that, in my eyes. Like I said, I know that's just my eyes, because that would cause a lot of stress and a lot of heartache, I put it that way. But at some point, you have to get some backbone, I guess I put it that way. Because like I said, I told the ladies that last week as well. They probably didn't take it well. I don't really care, but that's just how I see things. And thank you, Avedon. Avedon says he's proud of me. Thank you, Avedon. And Deetra, okay, I was trying to see what you were saying, Deetra. Oh, evil, okay, because I was like, wait a minute, they can't help how they look. I didn't know what you meant. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, sometimes we do allow people to come into our lives, and we know these people aren't good for us, whether they're putting us down or they're not trying to uplift us, those kind of things. And that is a pattern as well, because I've had that pattern as well, trying to hold on to relationships that no longer serve me and those kind of things. So, and I knew that those relationships were not good for me. Like I said, that's definitely a pattern that I had worked on a while ago, and I'm still kind of working on that a little bit as well. But like I said, I definitely know that is a pattern as well. And thank you, Cinnamon. Oh, Cinnamon's good morning. I hope all is well with you. And thank you, Rachel. Good morning. And thank you for tuning in. And oh, Deetra, you're laughing at me. Yeah, I didn't know what you meant, Deetra. That's why I was like, they can't help how they look, but I do get it now. So I do get that now. My bad. Thank you, Abigail, for tuning in as well. And Cinnamon, you said we can get stuck in an abusive state of mind, which can define our life, and we can define it to inspire others with our story. You're definitely right about that. Some of those patterns, you're definitely right, because the book that I'm reading, The Woman Code. Like I said, I will post that book later on, just in case anybody wants to, of course, pick it up. But they were talking about turning your mess into a message, and I definitely agree with that. Cinnamon, you're definitely right. All of us that's on here, whoever watched the replay as well, all of our stories are stories that you can definitely turn into a message for somebody. Okay, my phone, I keep getting messages and it's messing it up. Okay, but like I said, all of our stories, you can definitely turn those into. My was freezing. That means I need to get my butt up here. Let me see. And Royce, thank you for tuning in. And yeah, I'm gonna get off here because this thing keeps freezing. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'll definitely reply to you all. Okay. I'm trying to wave at y'all, but good morning. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I hope everybody has a blessed day. I'm going to go ahead and get myself riding in the car to work so I can listen to some music this morning and calm my nerves. If anybody, like I said, has any advice or anything for me, that's fine. Please do leave it down there. It's not a problem. I always take advice. But everybody, please try to have a great day. I love you all. And for those who watch the replay, do enjoy. I'm trying to see if anybody else came on here that I didn't wave at or say hi to. Okay, everybody have a good day, you all. And happy Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday, I guess. I don't know if you're getting tacos, but if you do, enjoy them. So, but have a good one, everybody.